checking out my new inflatable here. Not so new. Some amazing people give away old boats for other people to work on because they take a lot of work. Look at this, transom's rotten, and we've got full separation of the transom from the tubes. So big thing about inflatables is they often have to replace tubes. Obviously you're not gonna on a dinghy, but in this case we might be able to repair that transom and or replace it. You know, it's got a few screws, bolts. Yeah, not a super hard job to replace a transom like that, but also this transom might be usable just with a little repair in that area. And I'm gonna try to put this bad boy back together. Comes with a bag, a pump. Well, she blows air. Foot pump. A set of oars and the floorboards there. And it was holding air when I got it. So these little dinghy wheels, super helpful when you're dragging something around. Oh, look at the wheels are turning. Well, one wheel's turning. Yeah, look at that. One man's garbage is another man's treasure or nightmare. And I've got my inflatable in there. Planning to get out on the ocean for the herring run, but we'll see what happens.
So the snow was coming down and the herring weren't in yet. I was at my dad's house there, and you could see he has a beautiful log home that he built. My dad built cedar strip canoes, wooden boats, log homes, so a real craftsman, and I got to grow up around that, so wanted to start building things like that with my son and my daughter. Picked up this free project. A couple of my friends said, Cale, it's not worth it. Just throw that thing in the garbage. But being strong-headed, I got to work.
To this old inflatable, holds air really well, but that transom is more than questionable. It hasn't been attached for probably 5 years, at least 3 years to the tube. So we'll see if I can attach this, and I've done a good cleanup. Use the Dremel there. Use the Dremel on the other side. So let's see how she seals up.
So there's a rotten transom. There's tube separation from the transom, and the floorboards are rotten. So quite a lot of work that needs to be done on this inflatable, but it holds air really well. It can take a 9.9, and it's a lot bigger than my current inflatable, which I'll show you in a little bit. So what I started to do is grind off the pour glue that had been used to originally try and reattach those tubes to the transom, and got to work putting glue on and repairing it. Also, what I like to do is repair other things at the same time. So I've got a stand-up paddleboard, which I'm repairing, and adding a Scotty rod holder mount to my little dinghy, which I can take on small missions with my 3.5 Mercury. A lot of people are like, oh, just throw it out, buy a new one. But this is not what I like to do. Make some repairs, get the use out of things, and yeah, keep things out of the landfill. So my first float test was down at Willows Beach. Beautiful afternoon. The kids, my wife, we got an international student staying with us. We're all down just enjoying the sun, and the water was crystal clear.
Excuse me, coming through, coming through.
Can I roll?
Might have fixed. I might have fixed it.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's cold.
So we decided to go. Feet are so cold that can't.
Yeah, we're gonna go in the other one in a few minutes, okay? Because I'm gonna try out this one alone. Wish me luck. Transom repair complete. We'll see how it floats.
I can hold it. I can.
What do you guys think? Well, no water in yet.
I'm coming, Kale.
I know you're not.
So had a chance to get out. The boat paddled pretty well.
All right.
Even without those floorboards. I was sitting a little low, but yeah, it seemed pretty solid. Very little water leaking in, if any. So happy with that. Had lots of people come down and chat with me about the inflatable.
Feels like it's holding. I don't know if I'd want 8 horsepower or even 5 horsepower on that, but seems like it's holding up pretty well. Just needs some floorboards.
Man with a young family, he was pretty psyched about going out and buying one. So a really good, cheap, entry-level way to get out on the water for a family.
It floats. Yeah. Yeah, and it's just an old boat that I got for free, and I had to fix it up, and these are my other paddles, but I need to put in a new floorboard and stuff, so.
And you could get an outboard on that if you wanted to, right?
You can put a 10 horse and you could go like 20 kilometers an hour. So heading out for a little mission this morning. Got my old boat, which is about a foot shorter, so I was trying to figure out how long this boat was. It was about a 6.5 foot box, so really the transom, it's about a 6 foot, 6 feet inside, so a little tight when you got a cooler, a trap, 2 traps, 2 kids, your wife. Well, this one is a little bit bigger, right? So you're really about 6.5 feet to the transom, and another foot and a half to there. My transom repair is not looking good there, but definitely good enough for rowing. Probably good enough for my 3.5 horse, but my 3.5 horse is not operational right now. I gotta clean that carb out. I gotta run it currently with the choke wide open. Not a good way to run a boat. All right, we'll see you out there. Beautiful evening with the sun just shining on the shores of Victoria's Esquimalt. A couple freighters halfway to Port Angeles, Olympic Mountains, and the sun just starting to come down. Seagull looking for a little breakfast. Seagull looking for a little dinner, and a seal just patrolling right behind him.
Now, in refurbishing this inflatable, my goal is to catch hundreds of dollars of crab, possibly a halibut. I've got a spot that's not too far offshore. On a nice day, I might be able to hit one. Yeah, that's the goal. We'll see what happens.
All right, first pull of the day. Let's see. Oh, one nice keeper. Female, I think. I can tell she's a female because of that rounded fender. Head on, well over. Yeah, it's nice, feisty boy. Sun's going down. There were some porpoises out here earlier. Cranes are looking after the BC ferry there. Looks like one of the, almost like a cruise ship, but I don't think there's a cruise. Oh yeah, there's a big cruise ship in today. And a freighter over at Constance. Let's see what we got.
And you can see here, up with this trap, I get about half dozen, eight or so Dungeness crabs. A couple I had to throw back, but man, 40 bucks a piece. 160 bucks worth of crab right there from the free boat. I don't get this every time, but I did this evening, so super happy.
4, 5, 6. We got it, Jamesy. That one's probably a throwback. Looking good.
Hope you like this one. Hope you like getting out there on a budget. Next time, I'm going to be out on the boat on a big epic adventure up to Rivers Inlet.